Coach, you lose Marcus during the game. You don't have John during the game. How much did that play a role?
Well, that sets back because now you take your guys out of a rotation and they got to be thrust into a situation. We didn't have the pop or energy we needed first as a back-to-back. You're playing a back-to-back also. But when you drop off two guys right away, you don't have time to recover. You had a day in between where you had a chance to practice and work a guy in there. So we lost two guys right away for this game tonight. It's what you're going to need to have a chance here. We did a good job of trying to get back in the game after being down by 19 to cut it to 8 at halftime. But then we just didn't have it what was going to be necessary for the second half. Got off to a slow start, went down, I think it was 16 in the second half, and that was it. Now trying to catch up, and now they're playing well, and they did what they need to do, close out a team that was kind of wounded. But I thought our guys tried to play all the way through, but didn't have the necessary energy or manpower that we needed for that we had last night in San Antonio.
When did John first start feeling ill?
About 7 o'clock. He contacted our trainer and felt he wasn't feeling well with a stomach virus or something like that. So we contacted him and kind of been under it for the rest of the evening.
Coach, you feel like you guys were catching up all night, but at the half, only down 86-60. Did the pace of the game just get too much for you guys?
Yeah, I just think we didn't have enough. We've got a team here that at home that had the energy that necessary to close the team out. We didn't have enough once we got back in the game to be able to get over a hump. Sometimes you spend so much energy trying to get back in the game. If you had a full team, now other guys, your bench guys, can now be those role guys. Well, now our bench guys are actually playing, and they just didn't have what they could necessarily tonight. But they did a good job of after being down 19 to get themselves back in the game, to give it a game at halftime as opposed to being a total blowout. And after that, it's just now there's no energy to do what you do defensively later in the game. And once that happens, the game for night just trying to play the clock out. But I try to keep teaching and running some stuff and doing some things with our guys. But our team is an energy bunch that has to have energy every night, and our guys have to have our entire team together playing, and we didn't have that tonight.
With Marcus, did he come to you and say something was wrong, or did you notice something about him?
No, he knew. As a coach, I never say what a guy feels. The player has to say that because he knows his body, and he just knew that something was not right. He got bumped last night in the same spot as San Antonio, and it never really, the muscle, that thigh muscle is one that has to keep firing, and once it stops firing, you got to give a dead leg. And so he didn't have what he felt in his body wasn't there yet tonight, and as competitive as he is, he gave it a try, but it just wasn't there yet.
And look at that second quarter, the one thing that you did was positive, the way Jimmer got in there and got you guys jump started.
I said I was going to let him fight through the mistakes that he was making. Let him fight through and find a rhythm. This game was going to be one of those where he was probably going to play a lot of minutes anyway, so I was going to let him play and fight through a lot of minutes, a lot of mistakes or anything that may happen on the floor. And he got it going. He stayed with his strength, stayed where his jump shot would help him a great deal, made some good passes. So in games like this, sometimes when they get away from you, you still have an opportunity to teach and let guys grow in this basketball game.
Coach, what are you going to tell you guys tomorrow on how
we won't say anything to them about this game is over. We move on to the next game. We got to get ready for Portland. So when we convene again, we'll just be focused on Portland. We're going to focus on this game here. This game is under the bridge, and we move on. What should I say? Nah, we move on. We move on pretty quick.